Let's get good. This is Endless Space 2 Awakening, and we are back as the Fireborn Guardians of the Galaxy, the Unfallen. Now, this may be it, guys. This may be the final episode, and that is largely in part to the brilliance of Skypes, who suggested something that I should have thought of a lot sooner, but did not because I'm not Skypes. Anyways, and that idea was that we need to take all of our behemoths that are just floating around kind of doing less important things right now, since we already have enough resources dedicated to building our wonders, and turn them into econ behemoths that can then powerhouse out this wonder. So that's what we're actually going to do this episode. We're going to start by going in and making our econ behemoth design one that has a ton of engines. We do have the money to afford all this retrofitting, which is what makes this strategy so very effective for us. So we're going to start by doing this. Get all the engines on all the econ behemoths. We'll update each and every one of these behemoths. 1, 2, 3. I feel like they count. Okay, so we're going to send that guy over there, that guy over there, that guy over there. Let's go find some more behemoths, because I know we have more. We've got this one right here, which we can... Oh, that's actually its own design. Okay, we're going to clear the design, though. We don't really need the terraformer anymore. What we do need is more engines. Give me all the engines. They should have plenty of movement to get where they need to go with all those engines. 19 movement should get us here in a turn. Yes, it does. Beautiful. Do we have any more econ behemoths floating around? I think that might be it, but we're going to double check. Because if there's any more anywhere, we want them. Yeah, I don't see any others. I don't think we have any military behemoths. I think that that's all of our behemoths right here. So that quad stack of behemoths should be exactly what we need. Can we potentially produce another one, though? We cannot. I mean, we can go in here and check. Yeah, we have 4 behemoths total, so we've got them all where they need to be. And now it's time to once again upgrade those designs to give them the power to produce more resources. Like a lot more resources. There we go. We're going to do that. And then we'll just upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. And then for the terraformer, we have to go in and do the design separately again. I haven't been watching the turns. I hope you guys have, because I'm curious how many turns this will actually shave off. Wow, we're almost down to about half the turns there. Down to 5 turns to finish this last wonder. That's amazing. Skypes, good job, man. Brilliant thinking. I wish I'd have thought of that, but I can't take credit for it. That was all Skype's idea. Baramox has gained a level. We already did it. Okay, so we did all these level ups already, I'm assuming. Our behemoths have done their things, which is great. And then we have probably already done our combat this turn. We have not. Okay, that works for me as well. Let's go ahead and put Luna Barxis here. I believe Luna Barxis is the one that actually has the ability to find Umbral Choir headquarters and sanctuaries and things. I think that we put the thing on him that allows for that. He is right here with our siege fleet at the moment, and I believe the siege fleet is on their way down to Herolium, but they don't really need him at the front. I mean, he can get them here in one turn anyway. Let's do that. Let's get them down here, and then as soon as they arrive, we'll just reassign Luna Barxis to this fleet, and whammo, we should now be able to actually siege them if we wanted to. Or not. Interesting. I was under the impression that Luna Barxis had the anti-stealth detection. He does. Fleet anti-cloaking level 3, anti-cloaking probes 3, probe cooldown 2. Maybe he just needs enough turns to actually launch, or enough AP. Action must take place on a system node. Okay, so they potentially migrated their home system, but that still doesn't make sense because they, I believe, have a bunch of econ behemoths here. No, they have science behemoths here. Okay, so they did migrate their home system. That's what we're gathering from that. That's problematic because it means that now we actually do want to kind of track down their home system and see where that's actually at. That is actually really, really problematic in its own way. Where is Suya Saltcliffe at the moment? I can't remember where we left him. Suya, my friend, where you at, bud? Ooh, these vine chips are in a kind of precarious system right now. Lots and lots of different pirate forces here, it would seem, including Isyander's ships. We're going to go ahead and go for it, though. We'll take one turn to entwine that system. Seems fine. And then I think what we'll do is once we locate Suya, Is Suya over here? Is he leading this fleet? He is. Okay, cool. So now we have Suya. Let's go ahead and see what he's got as far as loadout goes. He does have the ability to stealth detect here, so what we might do is put him on another fleet whose basic job is just to bounce around and check all these. Like, we could even put him on that pirate assault right there, although the reality is if he then finds them, we could have some troubles. Let's go with what we're doing for right now. I do want to go ahead and attack here first, because we want to destroy these science behemoths. I think we did manage to destroy their larger, like, combat behemoths as well, so we don't really have to worry about that as much anymore. Now here, we're probably going to go for critical hit damage, although honestly, this thing's a sitting duck, forget that. Why am I not just going, yeah, that's what we want. We want to get paid. We want to get paid! We do have another Great Club fleet ready to go. We did just produce them over here. Now, the one thing I'm curious about with that is there any way we could just go ahead and throw a detection probe on one of these guys? Like, we don't need that. We don't have the antimatter to support it. Okay, that's the real issue there. We do not have the antimatter to support putting an anti-stealth probe on those. Otherwise, we could do that. We may be able to generate that, though, relatively... Oh, wait, we do. I'm looking at the wrong numbers. We do have plenty of antimatter. So what we're going to do... So we're going to come in and we're going to add just one of these to this fleet. It's going to cost us 20 antimatter, but that's fine here. It's going to cost us 60 antimatter. Why is it 60? Holy moly, that's insane. What? Is it because of the slot that it's in? Good, stop clicking the thing closed. Come on. I am... just waking up, guys. I really am. I'm having trouble lately, man. I don't know. It's tough to roll out of bed. Now the cost goes to 80 and... What? Why is it 80 in that slot and 60 in this slot? I'm so confused by what that's trying to tell us. Okay. I guess it's just because this is a carrier, it, like, multiplies the required cost. That's still fine. I mean, what we can do here is we can just go ahead and take all of these ships, make them into a fleet. We'll begin moving them that direction. We're getting 22 antimatter a turn, so as long as we land in one of our systems along the way, so maybe here at Libra, although we can get there in one turn. Yeah, we'll go to Libra. We'll go to Libra, and then once we land there, we'll go ahead and see if we have enough of these resources. We won't, though. It'll be one more turn before we have enough resources, so we'll have to come back once we get that, which is still not the end of the world. That's fine. We are sieging here now. They're already being invaded as well, though, so we'll probably finish that relatively quickly. Our siege ship is no longer required over here, or our siege fleet is no longer required over here because they are not here anymore, which is super annoying. But we can confidently say they probably haven't gone that far. I suspect they would be here or here, so we'll begin checking those immediately. I wonder if they show up if we entwine them. That would be an interesting thing to figure out. And then we also have a little resource finder guy over here. That's not important. Let me check one thing, guys. There is an upgrade to the exploration ships that is available in this tree. I think we already have it. We do. Okay, so let's see if we can also maybe just produce a quick little scout ship that can find the Umbral Choir system. That would actually be even more beneficial to us. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, so we put an anti-cloaker on here. Bam, that's 20 antimatter. That's a lot cheaper than putting it on our carriers. And then we give it a couple of engines, and then probably just some cheap defensive modules. Perfect. Perfect. We're not going to give it weapons, because if we give it weapons, people won't like it in their space. If it doesn't have weapons, they won't care as much. Find the UC. That is exactly what this is for. We're just going to find the UC. And we'll produce that pretty much anywhere we want. Probably here on ESO makes the most sense. There it is. Find the UCs in queue. We should get that out relatively quickly. Then I'm just going to bounce around and see what we can do with our fleets that are in space, because we do have a ton of fleets up right now. Got a scanner that's kind of heading back, I believe. Got another resource finder that's just hanging out over here. I wish we could sell these guys for their strategics back. That would be really nice, but that doesn't seem like a thing. There is an anomaly up here we can explore, though, so we'll go do that. That's fine. And then over here, our econ behemoths are all doing their thing, which is great. We're just going to put them on defense. and then tell them I don't want to hear from you until a new probe is built, because they'll never build a probe. So that should take them off of our click through inactive list, which is great. Okay. Hacking operations are left unassigned. Alright, so we don't need to worry about hacking Unrequired headquarters and stuff anymore, because we're basically not gonna... Actually, now that I think about it, that's a good strat. So here's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna bounce hacks through some of these systems, because if the Unrequired headquarters is there, they will detect the hacks. They'll catch us. And when they catch us, they'll give away their location. So that is one sneaky way we can try to find them. Yeah, I suspect that, if anything, they've moved to one of these two special nodes up here. Not these two, these two. Mainly because of vicinity. They'll likely have put a transmigration beacon there early on in the game and then used it once we crowded them here. They could also be over here. That's actually more remote. The real danger is they could also be on a disconnected node, like a node that's just completely off the star lanes, because that's what I tend to do with the Unrequired. It does remove your ability to be involved in trade if you do that, but at the same time it also makes it incredibly hard for people to find your system. If you just pick like a separate node that's completely off the star lanes, it's very problematic to locate. So that should be done. No, minor victory. Okay, but we're not losing pop, we're not destroying improvements, that's what really matters here. This should be, no, still not decisive. Okay. That's annoying, but not the end. Creature, your blockade is an affront against harmony. Desist or the choir will respond. Where? Where are you? Nakos has been compromised. I hope they're not here. If they're here, that would be really problematic, but I very much doubt that. We don't really have a way to ensure that they're not there, though. Yeah, that's kind of rough. That is very, very rough. I think I'm going to bring our carriers up here, though. We don't really need them to do the scanning anymore, because we do have a new scanning fleet coming out. Hello, where is this? Alrighty, so they have a cloaked fleet right here that's got 13 units, further making me believe that they're over here somewhere. We only have 6 units there to combat. A new outpost has been created on IMEX. Okay, that's fine. You guys can fight for that system. I don't really care. Good for you. This is interesting to us, though. We do have some fleets here, but they're kind of garbage fleets. So what we want to do is we want to send our carrier fleet up here as quickly as they can to go deal with that threat, which should be this turn. Come on, finish moving. Like, it says we'll make it there this turn with our carrier fleet, but they seem to not be moving at the moment, which is fine. I mean, we can resolve the combat, see if they move there then. We're not really worried about losing those ships that have been attacked there, because frankly, they're all ships that we captured from somebody else, so we don't really stand to lose much at all. We do have a couple pirate supports, but they're not really a big deal. Let's just go for minus 50% damage here. We don't need to watch this, we know we're going to lose this, but we're hoping we can maybe take some of their ships in the process. Grave defeat, we took nothing in the process, that's okay. Fluff Petal is our new governor here. He's not very happy about that. Governing is not his idea of a good time, but that's okay, because he's going to be an excellent one, mainly due to Renegade Master here. That's going to be awesome for us when he gets high enough to use it, which probably won't happen until we've already won the game. But it's something to think about. Herolium has finished their level 4 upgrade. I don't know what we've really got for them. We can do Culture Jam, that's fine. Culture Jam works. Beyond Culture Jam, we may just want to do... more dust. More dust! Give us more dust. Don't really need to hold our resources back anymore, but at this point it doesn't matter all that much. We're basically just rushing to the finish line while trying to fend off the Unrequired's advances. Which works for me. We're doing well with that. The Unrequired is hurting pretty badly. We do have a Star Destroyer here that we're not going to be able to use because the choir is no longer here, which is annoying, but whatever. Let's go ahead and shoot these guys. Yeah. Give us money. Give us money. We can watch this. They'll probably just retreat, though. They have retreated. I know they're not retreating down here, and if they're retreating them, it means that they're probably moving them up here to Lido, which is probably where they're at now. We will be able to find that out relatively soon just by pulling this ship out of the bay here. Do we got them? Action must take place on a system node. Okay, so that's actually really annoying because it's kind of difficult to tell whether or not we're actually going to be able to detect them, but I assume that we are, so we're going to now move this here and see if it's over here. Because we didn't see them on Lita, we may see them on B10 here. I hope that's where they're at, because otherwise we're going to have to go find them, and that's a lot more cumbersome. We do know, however, that their fleet came to Menace, which means they could be up here in RG or RNGC as well. Basically, we're trying to use that fleet coming in as a locator to tell us where they're at. And where are our carriers at? Guys, come on, move. Move! Alright, so we have another pirate fleet just hanging out here. We could attack the Academy ships, there's really no point. In fact, what we want to do is we want to see where we're at with the Academy. Oh, look at that! They have dumped in a ton of influence to try to catch up with us. Fortunately, I highly doubt they're going to be able to contribute as much as we can, especially since there's only one turn left. And we're going to go all in here. Well, no, we'll go 2,400. We'll leave a little bit left over.
The Academy will...
Okay, so we're hoping that'll bump us ahead of everybody else, and we'll actually get the Spear of Isyander here. That would be a very good pickup for us in this situation. It's not vital, though. I feel like by the time it becomes an issue, we may actually finish that wonder. Yeah. Alright, so we'll send these Entwiner guys over here, because we would like to try to entwine these nodes and see if we can keep them on our network to make it so that if they do transmigrate here, if they're not already here, it should potentially give us some sort of notification, but I can't say that for sure. This Vine ship right here, we can send over here. I mean, the upside is if they destroy these Vine ships because we find their system, then we find their system, so there's a win no matter how you slice it. Let's go ahead and send these guys up this star lane, hoping to catch the behemoths that we've been chasing off. Enemy sanctuary is detected here. Okay, that's fine. We're not looking for their sanctuaries, we're looking for their home system. The sanctuaries are easy enough to deal with. I wish we could let the Sophons know. That would be a really nice thing to be like, hey Sophons, did you know these guys are here? You should, because they're a pain and you should take them out. That's what I'd like to do. I don't think it'll allow us to do that. Okay, we're just going to end our turn here. Gonna try to end our turns a little bit quicker here just so that we can move through them. We are only a few turns out from potentially winning the game, and the only concern that I really have is that we do need to find their systems and prevent them from obliterating one of our wonders. Right here, I think we're fine going for some economy and trade. We did not get Xenotourism. We'll get that relatively quickly. We should queue something else up after it. This is good. This is very good. Super light aerodynamics is just basically free movement on all of our ships. The boost to the Unrequired population has ended. No, it hasn't. The boost to none of our populations have ended. We're going to continue boosting all of them. Sadly, we have not reached 50 with any pops other than our main pop, which means we haven't got any of the laws, which would have been cool. But that being said, this is still the single best thing that we've kind of had going on so far. Creature, a gulf separates us, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, close that, 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 close that.
Use your roll well. It is our
The roll's available! Oh, they beat us for the spear. How did that happen? Okay, they beat us for the spear. That's problematic. We're gonna go with Industrialist here. And maybe we can change our laws to boost into some better stuff. Right here, we do actually have a Pirate Assault Fleet left. We're just gonna probably let it die because it can't retreat. Oh, I didn't want to watch this. I didn't want to watch this. That's okay. That's okay. We're just going to turn the speed up. We're going to skip to the action, turn the speed up a lot. We already know how this goes. We're dead. Cool. Grave defeat. Wonderful. Not super worried about it. That was on Pardalis, which means that they are still there, and we should be able to get our carriers over there and really unload on them right now. Come on, carriers. Go. Lovely. Where are they? Oh, wait, that was on Pardalis. Okay, so they're down here. And now they're stealthed, and we can't find them. That's super annoying. Alright. Alright, you guys are stealthed. We get it. A new sanctuary has been detected on Oentho. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if we can get this ship over here to find them. There we go. Hi there. This is gonna be a bad time for you guys, just so you know. This is gonna be a very bad time. Right here, we're gonna let the guerrillas finish this off. Nope, minor victory. They're just gonna keep conscripting, I guess. I'm assuming that's what they're doing. Yeah, they're drafting. I wonder if that's actually cutting our population or their population specifically. We'll just take a Sophon Overseer here. I don't even feel like that's super important because we're just gonna end up assigning them to a system, and it won't be a big deal. Okay, so let's go with happiness is a good one. Happiness isn't a good one for us. It's kind of a waste. Yeah, we're all kind of a waste. Let's go with this. That's fine. So we do have another governor available should we desire it. Eli Landry has gained a level here. We're going to go for less dust cost. We're going to go for more production. Almost made the mistake, and then I was like, no. Okay. Srixo governor has leveled up here. He does not have anything available other than less dust cost, so we're going to go with that, but he will have access to beam counter next level up, which is wonderful. And then Luna Barxis, which is our fleet commander, so I'm not going to put a governor point on him, even though I honestly don't think there's much left for his fleet commanding. I'll increase his damage by 80%. That's kind of decent. Basrix's population has grown to 30. Menace needs to produce something new. Let's go with more dust. More dust seems like a good idea. You can also produce more dust. At this point, we're just like, make the dust everywhere, guys. Just all the dust. So Arcturus does have additional planets now as well, so we should actually put those in queue. Go with that one, and then this one. We do have a fealty center there, which is really nice. We could replace that with, like, the increase to resources, but it doesn't make sense when there's a fealty center. Those are just really, really nice improvements. Being able to get one of those in the first place is actually just kind of cool. Okay, so the problem here is that we have found these 3 ships, but these 3 ships do not by any means represent the force that just came through Pardalis. Which means that force is somewhere and will attack again relatively soon. I'm going to assume that it's on Nair. We just found them en route to Nair. Lovely. Okay, well, they're gonna have a bad time when they land now, because they're dead. Let's see, what else could we do? We now know that they're not here either, so I think we're gonna come over here. Alright, so we should potentially locate them in IC. They could also be here in Iris. It hadn't occurred to me that they would basically hide in the middle of our empire, but it is entirely possible that they're doing that, so we need to be aware of that. I think realistically here, though, the goal is just to end the turn and try to... Oh, we do have an unassigned hero. Okay. Let's put the hero down somewhere, and then we're going to end the turn and try to go... basically beelining towards our objective, which is to finish our wonders. Now, one of the things we can do to help us get there is we can trade any of these that do not provide a... Oh, wow. Like Super Tax Act, we don't really need. We may lose some dust by taking it off, but it's not that much dust. And we can potentially get a whole lot more production from that. Yeah, see, like, that's really, really nice. That's also really, really nice. I'm gonna go with that one, I think. Yeah. It's gonna take some upkeep to keep that running, but it may actually shave a turn or 2 off of the Gistrid construction. Potentially not. Let's go ahead and end our turn here. Basically, once again, all we're doing now is staving them off. I don't know where they move their capital, so while we're trying to locate it, there's no reason to really, like, spend a ton of time moving every fleet that we have, because we do have a ton of different fleets here. In this instance, I think we'll go for... Citadel Extensions is actually not a bad idea. In the event that we do see something launched, we may want to turn one of our behemoths into a Citadel so that it shields it. Hyperlight acceleration has completed, so our fleets will now move even faster. We will boost pops real quick. That's not a large time commitment for a result. Beautiful. Hacking operation was traced. Okay, that's fine. We do have the highest stealth detection, right? Like, I'm not mistaken on that. Sins of the Swarm. Okay, so this is a Tikkanen mission. Oops, I didn't mean to click it away, but okay, that's fine. Finish them. No? Alright. We're just gonna keep poking them until they run out of the ability to draft. Cygnus has been compromised, that's fine. Okay, so here, many fear the Tikkanen are devolving back to their wilder nature, have always tolerated an uneasy relationship with the insectoid compatriots, but now several well-publicized examples of Tikkanen aggression have threatened to entirely destabilize the balance. So we can reject them and maintain 70 happiness in 2 systems to get +1 influence on systems with Tikkanen during 20 turns. Or we can intimidate to gain manpower. I think we'll probably go with the reject here because influence is the most useful resource. We shall reject these claims. The Tikkanen's reputation is being dragged through the dirt due to the stirrings of a few political commentators, not any regression of their nature. This is true. They're not becoming more animalistic, people are just being jerks. Okay, let's get a bean counter here for shaken, not stirred. And then the behemoth on Arcturus has finished its mining operation. Oh, well, it's not there anymore, so that's fine. Cygnus is... I mean, they just got hacked, for one thing, but otherwise not very concerned about Cygnus here. We'll just add some things into development, because we can, and then after those things are in queue, we'll go ahead and put some more dust generation here, because that's really all we need at this point. Give us more money. More money and more speed. We also could use a few more scouts, to be honest. That's actually a really nice pickup for us, if we could get them. Oh, come on. We saw their fleet in transit. We saw their fleet in transit. You're not fooling anybody here. Where did it go? Where did their fleet that was in transit go, guys? Y'all saw that, right? There were 13 ships right here. We have stealth detection on this node. There is no way they should be able to slip by. The only reason we shouldn't see them there is if they're too slow. Like they haven't reached it yet. So we're just going to hang out there for the moment. That's actually fine. We're not in any kind of real hurry here. Our wonder is 2 turns out. Let's go. Let's go. We actually have enough time left in the episode. We might get the wonder this episode and finish this, and the Umbral Choir can be danged wherever they are. Okay, Academy complete. Basrix's population boost has ended. Hey, success! Despite the presence of these so-called aggressive Tikkanen, many systems have enjoyed unparalleled levels of happiness after you roundly rejected the premise. In fact, the presence of Tikkanens in a system is now a desirable status symbol. Bam, there we go. Ground battle at Leo, we'll fight that. We'll get a minor victory here. Ground battle at Herolium, another minor victory. Creature your blockade is an affront against the Harmony. Desist or the choir will respond. Okay, where are you guys being blockaded? I'm presuming that the blockade they're angry about is right here in Nair, which means that they should have landed that fleet here. Oh, hello, what is this? I'm not entirely sure how we have vision of that, but to me, it looks like they are potentially traveling to... Hey, look at that. Anyone notice that this vine is going away here? That seems a little strange, doesn't it? I feel like that's a little strange. I get the feeling they're up here in RNGC. I'm actually going to take our little scout guy and send him up here to RNGC. I have a very good feeling that they're right up there. That being said, we're not all that concerned about it either, because the sad reality here is it doesn't matter if they're up there because we're about to finish our wonder and the game. Just gonna throw some stuff in queue there to make sure it's building stuff. We have Entwined B10, and we are 1 turn out from building our wonder here. Now if we go into the victory tab and we take a look, technically we need 4, but I'm reasonably sure... Oh god, I hope it's not 4 that we need as a base, because that'll be really, really annoying. We are going to keep our militarists in power here, that's fine. If it is that we need 1 more as a base, then we'll just rush through that one, I suppose. I hope it's not. I hope it's that we only need 3 as a base, and that we can then leave our alliance with the He Show and be like, wham, victory. But I can't say for sure. I should have just started up a new game and checked, honestly. Scientific Military Complex is now done. It is a system improvement that provides plus 20% science and plus 20% production. That is huge. So is weaponized systems. However, I believe that in order for those to... Do we not actually need a citadel for those? They are close to achieving economy victory, are they? Minor victory here. Ground battle at Herolium. Minor victory here. Altair has been compromised. The Oregons seek many things. Knowledge is precious. That's cool. Very, very nice to hear from you guys. I don't care. Alright, so we have a new hero skill on Mario. I am going to bother with this because it may be that we do need to produce one more of those wonders. I really hope it isn't. And if it is, we may actually get beaten by the UC here because they are rushing towards an economic victory. Scales Galena has 2 level ups here. Very nice, Scales. Very nice. We're going to put both of those into things that reduce his cost as a governor. And then we have Leo in need of something to produce. In this instance, we'll probably just give them Center of Light and Life. That's a great one. And then maybe just make us more dust. Yeah, that seems fine there. Star Destroyer's just hanging out here. There's not a whole lot it can do at the moment. And the fact that we just saw them buzzing by right there, though, it does tell us that they're in the area, and that bugs me, because I feel like they're probably up here. Wait, he's up here now. He's up here now. We don't have sight of them. Okay, what's going on here in Cancer, then? Because we know that we had this entwined, and the entwining is falling off. And it's saying that this is pirate territory, which makes no sense. Let's go ahead and these things... Yeah, I don't know where the choir's at, guys. It's driving me crazy. Hacking... This is the real game with the choir, by the way. The real game with the choir is like, where are you? It's the mind games. It's them trying to, like, play with your head and get you to worry about stuff. I'm gonna just go after Hidel there. We're really not that worried about hacking at the moment. And Fad's queue is also empty, so for Fad, we're just gonna be like, yo, make us... Huh. It looks like we can produce another behemoth. Because, oh, we did get a new behemoth tech, that's true. So what we'll do here is we'll just build a national museum because that doesn't cost resources, and we may actually end up needing them after all, and emergency labor. And then down here, we're probably going to start producing another econ behemoth. Let's go with that one. Just so that if we do have to make another one of the wonders, we can do it relatively quickly here. We're going to stack econ behemoths again and just let it go. Come on, game. Tell me we're good. Behemoth C3 is done. Hostile trace detected, not worried about that. Hostile trace detected, not really worried about that either. Major victory, but not decisive victory. Decisive victory on Herolium, they are gone. We have low manpower. Decide Herolium's fate. Okay, destroy the sanctuary, that's all we really need. 0 to 9 Umbral Choir Pop will be sent to Herolium. Wow. Okay. Strive to recreate a great empire. Your weak defense indicates that you don't mind if I do so. Okay, you're sneaky. I don't really care. Herolium Sanctuary is done. Let's go for... that? Yeah, that's fine. Don't really care about happiness, and that's all the other options we had on that particular governor. Here we're going to go for more food and production. Center of Light and Life and all that stuff's being built. That's great. We did just finish our wonder here. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if this is gonna do it, but we're gonna try. Look, you guys are awesome, but we're out. You are close to achieving wonder victory. Okay, I think that might be it. You have built 3 out of 3. We did it, guys. We did it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I was right. It was 3. We did it. This is great. Let's end the turn. Bye, UC. Bye, suckers. No matter how hidden you were, it didn't matter. It didn't matter because we were there faster. There we go, folks. There we go. Was it 35 episodes in, but we did it. This was a crazy, crazy game. We can go check the score screen and see how things went. That was just absolutely nuts. I can't believe we finally did. Oh, wait a minute.
Though the unfallen prevail and grow, the ancient spirit that is the heart may fade, like the lost, into history.
Confirmation.
Remain strong and resilient, and the galaxy feel our harmony.
Oh, we did it, guys. Okay, Wonder Victory, difficulty level was impossible, overall score is 3. Not sure what that even means. But if you look at all of these wonderful things right here, like, we really eclipsed everyone right about there. I'm gonna say that's about turn 115, 116. That's when we really jumped ahead of everybody else. And I believe that's probably when the Umbral Choir left our alliance. I can't say for sure. You guys can back me up on that if you like. Oh, that's weird. We didn't have the best food generation, which is weird to me. That was actually the Vaulters. We had the best industry starting at, like I said, about turn 116. Didn't have the best dust generation either. But I mean, this just goes to show, like, you don't have to be at the top of every one of these charts. I mean, I don't think we've been at the top of any of them. We were at the top of population. That's where we really topped out. And even then, we were ahead in the early game. We kind of fell behind for a little bit. Weren't at the top of research, weren't at the top of trade. Approval is just a crazy map all the time. Look at the UE's approval rate just bomb down right there. That's great. Expansion-wise, we did fall behind a little bit early, but we kind of caught up in the end and expanded further than everybody else did. We did have more heroes than everyone else, so that's probably where we made up a lot of our resources and things. And then looking at military, we kind of kept with everybody and then pulled ahead of the pack around 110 maybe. So, like, that's sort of the idea there, is that you don't have to win. Like, we won, what, one of these categories? Realistically, we won a single category, which was heroes. This is the category we absolutely excelled at and won. But you don't have to win all the categories, you just have to have the most concrete plan, which is why if you fall behind, like, you shouldn't give up, you should just keep playing. Because you can always dig your way out. You can always find a way to get to the victory, which is what we did. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series as much as I did, and I will see you next time. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!